Okay, so that's the drive up. This is very cute, very fun. If you have little ones, I don't know how the teenagers might feel. Right, this does need some work. You can see the driveway here. It's only on this section. Okay, and that's gonna suck when it comes down to snow, and you gotta clear all that stuff up. A pretty big area. Obviously, you have dogs, so you will need to fence some stuff in. All right, so as soon as we come in, we have a little light room. You walk in, we have two options. We go right. This would be a sitting room. It's a pretty big sitting room. This is just a little closet. Straight back, we have the kitchen. Before we go over there, we have a restroom. And as you enter, you're gonna have access to the garage and then the living room. But going back to the kitchen, you come into the kitchen. You have a lot of cabinet space. Appliances look new. Okay, and right here to the right, we have this room. Right, this will be the dining room. I don't know why they wouldn't just take this wall down. It's not a structural wall, but just to make it an entire open layout on this left side of the house. Right, but this is cool. You got the kitchen right here. Okay, this is a little, I don't know if you call it a pantry, but just a storage space. And then you step down 2 different levels. Okay, this is supposed to be the living room. That's the living room. This is supposed to be like a little breakfast nook area place thing, which is not bad. It's a pretty good space. The layout is just a little different. It's not a bad layout, it's just different. But yeah, as you come in, we're out on the patio, which we will explore here shortly. Right, but as you come into this little breakfast nook area place. Couches will be on this side. Right, you got that there. You got your kitchen here. in this room over here. I can't turn the light on for whatever reason. Boom. Okay. So we said this is the restroom. As we walk this way, this is the entrance back to the living room. And then here we have a step down, and then our washer and dryer. That's a water softener unit. So the entire house is on a water softener. You have a little storage space here. Exit to the back. The water softener unit. And then we have a really cool garage. I think it's cool because it's just big. It's a big garage. Okay, and now we go upstairs. So from the upstairs, you have this cool view. You can see what's going on down there. We come into the first restroom. That's a cool little skylight there. And then the upstairs. This is the first room. It's a good sized room. It doesn't feel small. You have your room on the left. This would be considered the master bedroom. As soon as we enter to the right, you got a little, I was gonna say sauna, but it's a closet. You have another closet in here, a little bigger. And then you have a double sink thing going on right here. So you got this. And then in here, you have your stand-up shower, restroom, and then another sink. Access to the outside. Right across, you have another bedroom. This room is a little smaller. I'm standing at the corner of the room. Little storage space. So it looks nice. It needs some updating. Okay, it needs a couple things that are updated. Overall though, it looks like a good home. The layout's a little different. Okay, I would have connected both of these things together, so it just makes one big space. And you have two sides to the house. All right, there is no basement in this one. And what you see is what you get. Yeah, that's it. I'm not a fan of the floor. The wood itself looks good, but there is, I don't know if you can see it. Right, there is a lot of discrepancies on the planks that are put down. Right, it's kind of wavy, so it could either be bad installation or maybe a foundation thing. Oh, the inspector will let us know that. Right, but what you are getting is an amazing backyard. Yeah, it's beautiful out there. The units, you got the two AC units right there. They're old, not older. They're really old. You got your fire pit area on this side. Electrical, and all that side you already saw. This is your pool area. Again, the house has great potential. I like the privacy. It's got a lot of privacy out here, but it does need some work. It needs some work in the inside. It needs some updating. Yeah, that's my take on this one. It's not a hard no. It's just you got 3 bedrooms upstairs, right? Instead of that extra bedroom, you have 3 total restrooms, one down here, and then 2 full upstairs. And yeah, you have the nice space out, but inside it does need some updating, right? Or unless you're okay with this, it's just a different layout, right? It's just different from what we've seen so far. But yeah, this is it. And between us, I think it's priced a little high. Like the kitchen, there's some stuff that's really good. They did a good job updating, but there's some other stuff that's not maintained. We need some paint. Like I said, the flooring. The flooring looks like it's good flooring, but it's not even across the entire house. There's little dips that you can feel, or little waves on the actual wood. Right, so something for you to consider. Again, they just dropped the 40K. I think they need to drop it another 20 to 30. I think for 550 it'll be a solid deal. Right, 550 or below it'll be a steal. All right, that's it, team. We're gonna walk back outside, and then we'll cut it off. This is the front. It connects all the way through.